Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit Agrawal welcoming you to Life of Happiness. Today, dear friends, we will see how to see God. Now, quite a few must have been amazed to know what am I talking about. But yes, it is possible to see God. It is very much possible to see God, and I will tell you the way how to do it. For all those of my friends who have still not subscribed to my channel, please like, share, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, because if you press the bell icon, you will get all my good notifications instantly. One more request, please see the video till the last, because this is a very important video on how to see God and you will get lot of information towards the end. There was this small troop of around 30 soldiers who were deputed to go to some very high mountainous region, some snow region in Siachen, and there they were supposed to go and relieve the soldiers which were already posted there. Being a winter time, these soldiers were walking through the snow. They were terribly hungry, tired. They were walking through the snow, and their counterparts who were supposed to be relieved, they were anxiously waiting for these people to come so that they can be relieved of services. Now, while walking through the snow, everybody had one thing in their mind, and that was, how can we get a cup of tea? It was very chilly, very cold time. Half of their knees were getting going down the snow, and they were trying to push through them. So these 30 soldiers and their commander-in-chief, these 31 people, they were walking slowly through the mountain and going to the hilltop. But everybody had this desire. Their commander-in-chief also knew that yes, his boys were not so in a good condition. Everybody feels like having tea. So while walking, they walked and walked and walked. Nothing was there around. They walked for 1 hour, and after 1 hour they reached a spot where they could see a small hut sort of a thing which was looking more like a tea stall. Everybody's eyes rejoiced. Everybody felt nice. Yes, now this is the time that we are going to get some tea. However, when they reached to that place, they found a lock. The place was locked. Bad luck. Now we cannot do anything. One of the soldiers, he suggested to his commander-in-chief, why don't we break open this lock and help ourselves to a tea? As you know that everybody is feeling tired and we desperately need some tea so that to revive us our energy so that we can go ahead. The commander-in-chief was in a big dilemma because this was an unethical request. However, yes, his men really required to have it. Anyhow, he said, okay boys, let's go ahead. Let's break up this lock and help ourselves. So with the permission of their commander-in-chief, they broke open the lock. Everybody went inside. They were very happy to see it was a tea stall, and milk was there, water was there, gas was there, and sugar was there, everything was there, biscuits were there. So they happily they made 2 cups of tea. They had those biscuits, and everybody were fresh and energetic once again to go ahead. So they said, chalo, let's move forward. The commander-in-chief felt a sort of a guilt. To relieve himself from this guilt, he took a few thousand rupees from his own pocket and he kept it below the teapot near the counter of the shop. They closed the door, they put on the lock just like that, and they went off their journey. 3 months passed. After 3 months, when it was their turn to come down and another batch who was going to relieve them was coming. So by this time the winter had loosened, the snow had melted, and these people were walking down the hill. They saw the same tea stall, but this time it was open. The owner was there, one or two customers were there, and the owner was a very old man, but he was a very happy guy, and he was serving the usual tea, biscuits, and a few snacks to everybody. So these soldiers, these 30 guys, they immediately went there to help themselves again. The old man was very nice person. He talked to the soldiers on how about his life experiences, about why he was there with a tea stall in such a remote area, what type of customers comes to his place and all. So while they were chit-chatting with that old man, the owner of the shop, one of the soldiers said, "I don't believe in God. Nobody has seen God." The old man said, "I please tell you, don't say this. I have seen God and I have a proof of it." The soldier said, "Okay, is it? Show it to me." The old man said, 3 months back, one day, my son was abducted by the terrorists and they wanted to have some information from him which he actually did not have. I had locked my shop and had gone to the hospital so that I could take care of my son. The doctor said to save his life, a few hundred rupees will be required. Some medicines had to be bought, which were costing a few hundred rupees. But I had only 10 rupees with me. I did not have any money. So when I came back to the shop, by seeing the lock broken, I was devastated. I felt that my shop has been looted by somebody and whatever remaining was there has been gone. But what I see is God had actually walked into my shop and he had placed a few thousand rupees below the teapot near my counter. He said, "Sir, you won't believe those few thousand rupees were the life for my son." That God, when he walked into my shop, he gave life to my son with those few thousand rupees. And with that, I was able to survive. My son was able to survive. On hearing this, all the soldiers started looking at the commander-in-chief. The commander-in-chief told them through his gestures not to tell anything to that old man. The soldiers were shocked to hear this, and the first time they could see their commander-in-chief with moist eyes. Friends, this is so simple. Don't we see this every day? We can see so many misery around, so many people in need around, so many people who are desperate for something and they are not getting it. They are fighting their life for survival, and yet we walk away. If we give it a thought, if we are able to help at least one person a week, one person a month, you won't believe that will change his life. A small gesture of yours can be a life-turning event for somebody. You can be the messenger of God, you can be the Masiha for him. This is the way how we can actually see God. When you extend your helping hand to somebody, God will extend both his arms to help you. So please, it's my request that please help everybody in need. Don't be selfish. Try to lift people from their misery. You don't know how many people are fighting what type of battles. Wherever you are, in whatever position you are, try to help everybody and anybody in need without doing a show off. There are people who do a lot of show off, but please do not do any show off. Try to help everybody and anybody and stay blessed. If you are feeling inspired by this, please share this to your friends, to your relatives, to everybody in your group, and like, share, subscribe, and do press the bell icon. Bye bye. See you next time. Thank you.